Now, as a canine behaviourist, I have had the fortune of working with nearly every breed in the world, and having the ability to work with so many breeds lets me have a really good understanding of what would be a perfect breed that I would love to own and what would probably be a terrible choice for me. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 breeds that I would never own myself. Now, as a canine behaviourist and a canine behaviourist that specialises in extreme behaviour modification, I often work with very dangerous, very aggressive, and often the very large, powerful guardian breeds. Now, dog training and canine leadership has nothing to do with size and physicality. I have met many very, very petite, small women that have been insanely high-level canine leaders, and I've met many 6'6", 300-pound plus men be not very good canine leaders. However, as somebody who I do believe is a good canine leader, and I also happen to be 6'3" and over 300 pounds, I'm usually very comfortable and confident in being able to work with large, powerful breeds. However, there is one breed, only one, where I've ever thought, if you try to kill me right now, I'm not 100% that I'd be able to stop you. And that is genuinely something that goes through my mind when I'm working with dogs that have killed other animals or have severely attacked people or have severe people bite history. I have to go into those situations considering all possibilities to make sure that I keep myself and everybody involved safe. And there's only ever been one breed where I've genuinely doubted whether I'd be able to do that if things went to the worst case scenario, and that was the Caucasian Shepherd. They are one of the most intensely beautiful, regal, powerful dog breeds in the world. They are also insane guardians. And when you see them working out in the remote locations, keeping their flocks safe from extreme predators like bears and wolves, it's a truly beautiful thing to behold. But for me, that is not a breed that belongs in a family, in a home. There is no need for that breed to be in a family and in a home. And when you take that risk with that level of intensity, paired with that level of sheer physicality, for me, that is not a risk, even if it was the tiniest risk. And even if I got that breed from the best breeder and I temperament selected the best version of that breed for me, I want to know that in a worst case scenario, as somebody who has been in worst case scenario situations many times with some of the most extreme dog breeds in the planet, that I need to know I can keep myself and my family safe. And even if it's a 0.01% chance of being a real possibility, that's not a risk that I'd be prepared to take. And the Caucasian Shepherd is therefore not a breed that I would ever bring into my home. Now, the next breed that I would never own myself is actually a breed that I have owned in the past. The very first dog that I rescued and rehabilitated was this breed, and I spent over 12 years with this breed, and she had a good, rewarding, fulfilling life. But the reality is through living and working and owning and rehabilitating her and working with, training and rehabilitating many other examples of this breed, it's not a breed that I would ever bring into my home ever again. And that is the Siberian Husky. They are just simply a breed that does not gel or vibe with my style or system of training at all. And the reality is that I believe that they are one of the breeds right at the top of the list that vibe and gel with as few people as possible. Like the Caucasian Shepherd, should be out in remote, harsh locations, protecting other animals from extreme predators. I believe Siberian Huskies should be in Arctic conditions, running for hours and hours and hours every single day. And if they don't get that, I truly believe that they're just not that happy, and there's not much joy and fulfillment that they can bring to people's lives. And although I know there's a lot of Husky owners that will disagree with me, I would challenge them on how many other breeds they've owned and worked with to compare them to. And for me, if you were to compare a Siberian Husky and the level of joy, reward, bond and life that they bring into your home with a Labrador Retriever, they're opposite ends of the scale. So why on earth would you make the decision to bring a dog that brings very little into your life other than probably the most beautiful breed on the planet, when you could bring a dog like a Labrador Retriever, a Golden Retriever, a Connie Corso, a German Shepherd into your life that can bring you barrels of joy and rewarding fulfillment? But let's move to the next breed that I would never own myself. And that is the Cocker or Springer Spaniel. Now, before I dive into my reasons for this, I want to make it clear, because people really think that I hate Cocker Spaniels and Springer Spaniels, but that isn't the case. I am somebody who partakes in country sports and activities, and I take my Labrador Retriever out and we go out working out in the countryside every season. It's a big part of my life and something that I really enjoy. And whilst I'm out in the countryside, there is not many more beautiful sights to behold than a Cocker Spaniel working through deep, thick bushes and cover, trying to find the scent of game and pursuing the scent of game, working with their owner in tandem, being able to flush those birds up. And it is something that when you watch them do it, you can tell that that's baked into the fabric of their DNA, and that there is nothing more in life that they love. But for me, that is not an energy that I want in my home, because that is something that is borderline impossible to turn off in the Cocker Spaniel. Now, my mate Sully, come here, bud. He also works out in the field all the time. He's my canine companion, he's my best mate, he's my wingman. But the beautiful thing is that he can work out in the field to incredibly high levels of success. But when we come home, he can settle down, calm down and relax and be this kind of canine companion, a joy to spend my life with, and one that is calm, stoic and relaxed. And this is the kind of energy that I want in my home, not the kind of energy that a spaniel brings into your home. And because all of my dogs are pets and family members first, this is the priority for me.